Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Day's Podcast along with a new video. I want to thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, viewing, watching, and listening. I truly appreciate it. I wanted to talk about SWV's I Missed Us. I believe that was released in 2012. So before I do, I want to tell you guys I will be working on Patreon videos and episodes along with Spotify episodes as well. And yes, we will be talking about more free content too. So yes, let's get into it. So I Missed Us is the 5th studio album by American R&B group SWV. It was released by Mass Appeal Entertainment and E1 Music on April 17th, 2012. The album marked the trio's first studio album since their disbandment in 1997. So I did talk about release intention. You guys can be able to check it out. But as far as the time, like when that had happened, and you know, the music that we were able to have from them at that time, it was bittersweet. You know, it was like, wait a minute, like y'all was going off. Like, you know, it's only been 5 years or so. What's going on? And it happens in a lot of groups. Not all groups really disband. A lot of groups still stand strong, and sometimes they lose members too, and you know, it goes there. But as far as with SWV, yeah, they said we are back. Kane and Lamb worked with them on the majority of the record, with additional production was while additional production was helmed by Carvin and Ivan, Michael Big Mike Clemens, and Brian Michael Cox. I Missed Us was preceded by 3 singles, including the lead single Cosign. It also includes their cover of the Patti LaBelle's classic If Only You Knew, which earned SWV a Grammy Award nomination in the Best Traditional R&B Performance category. So they was able to be Grammy nominated after so many years of not being together, and that's legend, okay? You know, and I commend them truly, because you know, it takes time to really put things into perspective in different eras of time. Like, it really does. Like, it just, you can't just go out and do something. You really got to plan it and put it into a way that it works, and in multiple ways, not just one, not just 5, not just 10, like multiple ways, because it got to flourish, okay? But you know, they said we back. I Missed Us is SWV's first album released in over a decade, following 1997's A Special Christmas and their disbandment the following year, amid plenty of dissension to pursue individual projects and focus on their families. And that happens too. At times, whether it's women or men, they have children, they have families outside of the group or outside of their artistry. And you know, I just think that it's okay for them to live a little and do what they want to do, and in such success and in such times, you want to be able to reflect on yourself with, you know, of course, children and things that you can make memories with and for, and you know, it's meaningful. You got to do that, and then as you can see, even in 2024, it's just something people just do. You know, you can't say, you're not gonna tell me I'm not pregnant, okay? You know, that's just what it is now, and then honestly, it is applauded. A lot of people want to applaud it, but then there are some people that want to really, you know, be mean about it. Like, oh, you just don't want to be busy. You just want to run around here and make these memories with kids and not be focused on what you want to be focused on, which was whatever music and whatever movies. And it's like, no, let them be great and be them. with their authentic self or with themselves, with what they're doing. And yeah, no, we're not doing that. But yes, they wanted to be able to just live their lives a bit. But what is it? Yeah, Michael J. Feeney of New York Daily News wrote that the road to recording I Missed Us wasn't easy. Whilst discussing the breakup, group member Leanne Lyons said there were times we weren't speaking because we allowed people to tear us apart. In addition to this, she explained, we tried to do our own thing individually, then we realized we're much stronger together, and that they had to go through a transition of maturity. What did I just say? There's times that, you know, you gotta live a little to really appreciate what's going on around you, what's going on for you, and you can't just. It's really unfortunate when you not even just seeing it in you know, whatever regular life that people see it, but it's unfortunate when you see it in such a higher scale with celebrities that have, you know, a public image where it's just like this didn't even have to happen. You know, it's just and it takes time, like I said. And you know, the only reason why I say it's unfortunate is because there is a lot that they have to do, like as far as being a artist, celebrity, and then I think honestly it's in the matter of how they do it and the control that they put with it, you know. Yeah. After a failed reunion for a comeback album, the group reunited. The group reunited for a few performances, notably the 2008 BET Awards, before commencing work on the album in 2011. Clemens said, it felt really good to be recording with my sisters again, and that the title of the album, I Missed Us, says it all. We missed the fans, but we also really missed each other, Lyons said. We wanted to bring love back. We wanted to bring love back. We wanted to take people through the process of love. She described the album as having a youthful feel, but very damn grown. Okay? And why not? Because they were women. You know, at this point, everyone's a mom. You know, no, they're women now. Like, they can be able to have a broader sense of how they want to sing and, you know, give us these tracks, child. So yes, the critical reception here, one of the best comeback albums of the last decade, and wrote that, well, this is from AllMusic, and wrote that the album doesn't sound like the work of a group that went 15 years without releasing a studio album. Yeah. That it was approached where they don't have to, well, they don't have a history, that they didn't have expectations beyond delivering a high quality 2012 R&B album. Well, you know, this is my thing. They wanted to make sure that we knew that they were still true to themselves and that they were back. And why not? And I was here for it. So, I Missed Us debuted at number 25 on the US Billboard 200 and number 6 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart with the first week sales of 14,000 units. As of 2013, it has sold 61,000 units. So the metrics have now changed, and of course streaming is now different. So be sure to buy and even stream this album. We are going to talk about the track list in a moment, but I want to say this because this was released April 17, 2012. Their album that was released, Intention, was released in July of 97. So that summer, that was from their last release as opposed to spring. So you say to yourself, and I said this already, it don't always be the timing of the release. Sometimes it could be the sense of how many units that can be pushed and how much it's promoted, and who else is out there and what's going on. And I gotta say, in 2012, early 2012, we had artists coming back. Yeah, back to back. There was artists releasing as opposed to touring. There was actually artists emerging. Bruno Mars, definitely. Yeah, there was Gaga that was already touring but was gonna be coming back. And there was a lot of people. Yeah. Each year in 2010s, there was just people just vroom, 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 just people coming back. But and even in the 90s too. But yes, guys, let's look at the track list. Track 1 is Cosign. Track 2 is All About You. Track 3 is Show Off featuring AX. Track wait a minute. Let me just say this again. Track 1 is Cosign. Track 2 is track 2 is All About You. Track 3 is Show Off featuring AX. Track 4 is Everything I Love. Track 5 is Do Ya featuring Mariana Perry. And then track 6 is The Best Years. Track 7 is I Missed Us. Track 8 is Better Than I. Track 9, Keep You Home. Track 10 is Time to Go. Track 11 is Use Me. Track 12, Love Unconditionally. Track 13, If You Only Knew. And then there's the Target Deluxe Edition, which was They'll Never Be, which is track 14. Track 15 is Free You, and then track 16 is Cosign Remix featuring Lambo. So yeah, they did good as far as, and then independent albums, it was number 5. So this may have been an independent release. Hold on, let me look. I don't know. It says various studio, Mass Appeal Entertainment. It may have been. I don't know. I never really seen. Yeah. It's attached to, an independent label. I'm not sure if it's theirs though. But yeah, they also had their album Still, which was their last studio album, which we will get into as well. But yeah, guys, they did their thing. And I think that for them to be able to chart literally in the same realm as when they last was out really says a really good deal, because that means that just all they needed to do was just to keep making more. And there would have still been just as much, that they could be able to make now, why not? I appreciate you guys looking and watching and listening, and I will be definitely back with more.